Thank you, Dr. Deb. For the second presentation, I would like to introduce Kritika Ramasetu, author and public policy scholar. Kritika Ramasetu is the founder of Prajasetu Foundation, a think tank dedicated to national and international initiatives. She has contributed to impactful projects on drug abuse prevention, disaster relief, and environmental conservation. Kritika is widely recognized for her book, Why Vote?, and her work in cyber safety and policy research on water management and addiction. Additionally, she has represented India at COP24 and continues to inspire the next generation as a mentor to aspiring policy analysts.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kritika. Thank you for this brief introduction. I'm humbled and I'm happy for this opportunity to be presenting at Anant University and in front of the esteemed chair. Thank you so much. Today I would call it an idea rather than a research paper. This idea is what gives me profound pride in identifying myself as an Indian, and all of you, we all have a shared identity of calling us Indians. And this shall be a contribution from India to the world about how historically, because we have our history thousands of years back, which we can date, and there are certain practices that we have been practicing for quite a while, and we have been the Vishwaguru already, and we are now in a run of reclaiming that title again. So the talk for the next few minutes would be of all our practices that we have been, I wouldn't say all, but what I could, in this little time show to you is the practices that we have been doing. And is this not coming there? Sorry. Yeah, I'll still continue to talk. So the practices that we have been practicing historically and to the recent policies that the government of India has is implementing successfully is what the world can learn from India. So I've named I've named this Propelling the Globe Towards SDGs 2030 and Amplifying the Bharat Way. It's working. No worries. So it's time that we decolonize, it's time that we unlearn the things that was introduced to us a few centuries ago, which is really not our practice and so difficult. It just feels like a fishbone in the throat, which is painful, and definitely not for us. We've definitely tried to, adapt the good things that they introduced to us, but we know that it's really, really not fitting us anymore. So it's time that we unlearn, and we definitely know that how Orientalist studies were pushed upon us, and all the education and the new education policy is, I would say, a counterfeit to it today, and it's highly appreciative that we go further. They made sure that they kill our ecosystems, the tea plantation and so on and so forth. Tea was never in our culture to what I know, and all the stories that I've heard. I was lucky enough to be, living in a house where I had my great-grandparents also alive. So I never heard of tea because their grandparents and great-grandparents never had it. So tea or coffee was introduced to us at a very later stage. So there's so many things that we lost: ecosystem, health, food practices, culture, dress, outfit patterns, and so on and so forth. But luckily this generation and today's India, today's Bharat is so proud of what our practices were earlier, and we are reintroducing it in the way it is convenient for all of us, and making sure that the world outside India is also adopting it in the way very happily adopting it and making it a fashion statement. So fashion and lifestyle statement rather, just like to quote it holistically. How's it going this way? Okay. So there are 3 layers that I've identified to implement anything. One is affordable transition. For example, all the petroleum or diesel engines, all of a sudden, if you have to go to EV, it is capex heavy, it is difficult. So we are working on affordable transitions. I am not here to speak about it. It's one layer that I have identified. The second layer is astute governance. We do have a good governance system, and we are making it better day in and day out. But my focus point is economically enriched grassroots. So the grassroots that I'm talking about is how important it is to tap into our indigenous practices. I know it is too much of infographics. I love it this way because this makes it interesting than, having a lot of things written. It's just too boring. So here in the first infographic, I've just tried to show how women in the village do their farming, and there's a beautiful system of their self-help group rather, which is established now, but earlier I was told stories when my grandmother used to have those ladies groups where they would contribute whatever savings that they had and make a chit fund out of it, and it would go for a monthly rotation, probably a sum of around 10,000 rupees. That meant a lot. And even today, this practice is happening even today functionally in various parts of India. North India, I think it's called the BISI system. In Tamil Nadu and southern part of India, it's called the chit fund system. That's a very beautiful way of economy, or rather saving scheme, where we help our peers. There's trust instilled there. There's good kind of economy that we can learn. And I would definitely suggest the world can adopt this from us. Banking is important, but this is something, that easy liquid money. And naval voyage. Proudly, India gave it to the world. The mighty Cholas were the first people who started voyage in the sea voyage, and they used turtles to find routes. That's the most interesting part. And then later, Marathas adopted it, and that's how naval voyage, however it is today in the world, be it India or any other navy of any government that uses, is dated back to Chola system of naval voyage. And they used wooden ships, very sustainable materials, and they were mighty that they went, I'll tell you boundaries across. It's called the Chola king is called Kadaram Kondan. Kadaram is the Southeast Asian part. There's so much to be proud of, and I think if we start researching and start making prototypes, reflecting those prototypes back, I think we'll be able to do a good job. I'm not asking to cut down trees, but something from that technology that we can take now it would be useful, because I can claim this, being an RC pilot, there are certain things that I use, looking at the sky and, trying to interpret time using shadow, which helps me fly the drones in a particular manner. It's an expertise, or drones rather, RC, fixed wing planes also. It's out of experience that I'm telling. Not profound, but the smallest of I can tell. So next is about these quilts. It's called Gothadi in Marathi. I'm sure thank you. So likewise, I'm sure each of you must be having something at home made of your grandmother's or mother's sari, and that you must be using back, and those doormats. If we modernize it, and it's a great entrepreneurial venture. And likewise, waste management in villages. They waste manage, even today, there is a practice in our village. I belong to a village called Manjavayal in the Tanjore district of Tamil Nadu. They have a group waste management system where waste is already segregated. There is compost that's made, and it's agricultural rich village. So it's still a practice that happens. So all these practices, when we are talking in conferences of this kind, would reach the international audience in the right way, telling, thank you, please adopt certain things from India. We are learning a lot from you, learn back from us. This is my complete notion. And likewise, there's not one domain that India hasn't worked on. There's astronomy, space, Mars mission of India. All of us know how it happened. And then vernacular architecture. I'm in India's first design university, and if I don't speak about vernacular architecture, and if I don't speak about Athangudi tiles from Tamil Nadu, Karaikudi Athangudi tiles, they're still handmade, made of clay mud, and the design is profound. It has a GI tag and whatnot. I don't have to talk to you about architecture and design. You know much better. It's just my duty to come and tell that, just remind you once that we do have it in India. So next is about Pushpaka Vimana. All of us know about stories where Sita was abducted, and aerospace engineers, mechanical, they know what a beautiful, profound design it is. And America still says that they're seeing some body which looks like it, but we've already done it in the mythology is what I'm trying to say, and sustainable fishing and river systems. Again, to quote back to my village is in the coastal areas, so I have seen people practicing sustainable fishing and also cultivation of prawns. And they also cultivate pearls. It's a new kind of money-making business they have come up, and the youth there are doing good job there. They work in the IT and plus the side hustle. So this is one thing, and again, we had great food eating habits. I would definitely say our food eating habits is what everybody is adopting these days. Sadly, we are so stuck to cheese and mayonnaise for no reason, but our food habits, be it normal food or be it party booze, we still have good ones. Okay, so be it fenny from Goa, toddy from southern part of India, there's some that mahua from Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand. Food to booze to party, we were already good in it. I think it's high time for youth like us to reintroduce certain habits and be proud of it. And again, water, you all know, we've been talking about water, so I want to skip this part. And yoga, health, medicine, spirituality, all of this, but I want to talk about one system. We were good at creating products, we were great at creating systems. So Yajmani system is one that I would like to quote. Though it comes with, though I have to talk about it with a pinch of salt, it has a lot of minuses, but the positives is, it is a system that stayed really well, because there was one community which was managing money, there's one community which was managing people. The corporate setup that is run today was our Yajmani system, to just let you know. So likewise, quickly to come back to the present times of how beautifully India is doing certain things, is about the production-linked incentives for the millet mission, self-help groups, MSMEs, all these schemes you already know. Vishwakarma is to support or maybe motivate people to learn vocational skills, and these are the other things on sustainability that India is doing, and doing a great work in it. So these are certain products I just thought, I should share with all of you what I like, or practices rather. I hope to see a house or maybe a lifestyle where all of us are so Indianized that, foreigners come back to us to see how we are doing it and feel proud of it. One thing one quote, and I would like to end: Dharmo rakshati rakshita. Nature is dharma. If we protect it, it will protect us back. Thank you so much.